Hi, everybody. Six-figure role play. I'm excited. I don't even know how many weeks. I got to check with my assistant. I'm running around like crazy. Hey, we've gotten a lot of training around scripts. So I want to hear about your swinging. How's the swinging been? Are you getting base hits? Are you striking out? Are you failing enough?
Uh, Um, I've definitely had some base hits. No home runs, no triples, but I'm certainly getting traction in conversations with people, and it's a lot easier to kind of flow into the next question and just naturally getting just down the pathway to either a future conversation or an eventual appointment.
Got it. Got it. Love it. Love it. Let me ask you a question. Are you closing?
So far, not, but
Okay.
not
Hey,
not discouraged. I'm still feeling that I'm having better, just better swings and at bats. So I'm not discouraged.
well, no, but you missed the question. Are you closing for the appointment?
Oh, okay, I got you. Okay, I got you. Uh, yes, I'm doing better on that. I have been assertive in asking for the business or asking for the appointment at different times over the past week, and I've gotten some more no's, but that just means
Good.
a couple more, and eventually the yes.
Okay, so my question is, what are you presenting to them? Please pay attention, guys. What are you presenting to them before you close? What gift are you offering them? What gift are you offering them?
Hmm.
You offering them a gift, or are you just asking them for something? This is not just for Paul, it's for everybody, right? What gift are you offering? You know what? I'd like to apply for the job you're selling your home. Paul, are you familiar with the techniques that I use? No, I am not. Great. Well, listen, I'd like to spend about 15 to 20 minutes with you. I want to get an idea of exactly why your home hasn't sold. So at least you have answers to that. And I also want to share with you the 181 point marketing plan that we use that's helped us to sell nearly 200 homes in the last 3 months. What would be a good time for me to show that to you? I used to say it all the time. You got to make it absolutely ridiculous for them to say no. How could you say no to that? Let me please. How can you say no to what I just said right now? Try to say no, right? I want to give you answers you don't have, and I want to show you what we've done to sell almost 200 homes in the last 3.5 months. No, I don't want to know how you sold 200 homes, right? No, I don't want to know why my home hasn't sold. Does that make sense? So be careful. Make sure that you're presenting a solution, you're presenting a prize, you're giving them a reason to say yes. Not just it's not an arm wrestle. You're inviting them in to learn more about it. Make sense? I do in recruiting all the time. There's a guy I'm recruiting right now. He doesn't even know I'm recruiting him. But I looked at him. I said, he's got like 80 agents. I said, you know what? Let no mistake about it. Make no mistake about it. I want to run with you. I would love for you to join my company. But right now, what I like to do for you, John, is I like to build you a solid plan right now for your business and equip you some tools so you can take it to your 80 agents and help them grow. And in the meantime, John, when life happens, which you know it will, if the time comes up where you want to explore a little bit more about my company, I like to be your plan B. Is that okay, John? No, I don't want a business plan. I don't want you to help me make a business plan. I'd rather go spend money on coaching. What are you presenting? Okay. Anyone else? Okay, so talk to me. What other kind of swings? John, Kim, Amber, tell me about your swings. Are you guys getting reps in?
I'm getting people from open houses. I'm getting people from Facebook. So I guess it's just basically part of the or time of the year where people are just ramping up because I'm getting busy. Um, as far as cold calling, I haven't done a lot for expireds, but I've been doing a roundabout way going through the realtor, and that seems to be working. But
Roundabout way going to the realtor. What does that mean?
So I'm going to expireds on the MLS and I look at the realtor. I call the realtor up and say, listen, hey, if you're still working with the seller, I don't want to step on your toes or go over any boundaries, but if you're not working with them anymore, I'd love to try to earn their business, and I'll give you a 20% referral fee if you give me their number and I get their the listing. And that's actually stirred a lot of interest with the realtors, because they have other people that want to um, refer to me because, oh, I know someone who would love to do that. So that's kind of neat.
Okay. I love it. I love it. So are you getting guys, look, if you're not setting appointments and you're not having conversations, you can't measure your progress. So I love it, John. Great. I love it. Love it. So make sure you're setting appointments and you're making conversations.
Yes.
I'm coaching a guy right now out of the Carolinas. Just got off the phone with him. I said, there's 3 conversations I want you guys to master right now. 3 conversations. You have to have them mastered. If you don't have them mastered, you're wasting all your time with cold calling. How's the market? Is it the right time to sell? Is it the right time to buy? You got to master those 3 questions. You have to master them, Kim. They have to come out of your mouth with no hesitation. No hesitation. How is it coming out of your mouth? When somebody says it's a bad market, people are not buying. How do you master that? How do you master that? Because what it is those are all 3 of those are mini presentations. So an expired script is just so you can get it to the presentation on the phone. That's where it is. So it's like, we can go back in the script and I'll do an outline. We'll do some role plays, but mastering those 3 conversations are the most important thing. Most important thing. And you're going to weave those conversations into each interaction, whether it's open house, whether it's expired, whether it's for sale by owner. It's how are you weaving that conversation into your business? How's the market?
Depends on the individual, right? You don't just say it's good or bad.
Hey, you know what? I'm posing that out to you.
Okay.
I want you to do you. I want you to do you, Paul. I want you to do Kim. Amber, I want you to do you, right? I want you guys to be natural, be authentic, right? One of our coaching methodologies is when somebody says, "How's the market?" Hey, depends. You looking to buy, sell, or invest? You're looking to buy, sell, or invest? I'm looking to invest. Great. So it sounds like it's a math problem. What does that mean? I'm assuming the reason why you want to buy is you're not happy with the return right now you're getting on your money. Is that what you're thinking? So tell me a little about the return you're getting. That makes sense what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Okay. If you're looking to sell, great. Awesome. Are you looking to sell a investment property or a primary home? Are you looking at upsize, downsize, or right size? Well, I'm looking at we're looking at downsizing. Great. Love it. What areas you looking at? I'm not even talking about the house anymore. I'm not talking about the house anymore. Because Paul, I know you talked about selling and you told me you want to move to Los Angeles. So have you fell in love with a home yet in Los Angeles?
I haven't. Still kind of looking around.
Yeah, because I got to tell you, Paul, you got to fall in love with where you're going in order to feel good about leaving where you are. So let's talk a little bit about that, right? Is how are you massaging those conversations when you now have permission? You've done the script, you've added value, right? And how are you doing that where you're not just an immature agent or an unseasoned agent, a new agent is going to talk all about selling the home. A seasoned agent, somebody who knows what they're doing and doesn't have commission breath, is going to help them self-discover why they're moving.
Right.
Right? It's so important, guys. I'm telling you. The arm wrestling when you get really good at arm wrestling with an expired listing and you get it in the point where now we don't have to arm wrestle, now we can just have a conversation. I got the appointment set. We're sitting there and we're talking about what it is that is next, right? And you're starting to outline to build a plan and you're starting to build value. You can't sound like everybody else, John, Paul, Kim, Amber, you can't sound like everybody else. You have to sound, you have to be really clear about how you're solving that problem for that individual. Does that make sense? A lady the other day that wanted to sell a 5-acre parcel and 2 5-acre parcels, one of them in Wilton and one of them in Grantline. She wanted $1.5 million for Grantline, a piece on Grantline, and she wanted 500,000 for the one in Wilton. So I looked at the one, and she's a past client, but she's always not. Excuse me, she's not a past client. I've known her for a while, but she seems like kicking tires a lot. Looked at the property in Grantline. I said, most I can get you probably is about 800 grand. Take that 5-acre, we split it in half, whatever, totally detached from it. The Wilton one, I can tell you I can get you 500, right? It doesn't matter what's expired for sale by owner. The only reason why it matters is because expired listings are motivated. They've raised their hand. That's why we're calling them. We're calling them because they have an interest in selling. But we're calling them because we want to propose a new solution because the previous solution didn't work. Yes or no? The previous solution didn't work. Tell them that. I'm not here to sell your home. I'm here to solve a problem for you. I'm here to solve a problem. I want to get really clear about why the sell is important to you. I want to get really clear about it. You're smiling over there, Paul. I see it. So I looked at the lady in Wilton and I said, I get you 500 grand. I said, here's where it is. We can't list your property more than 440, and we do a 3-year seller finance at 6%. Can I map that out for you? She said, sure, no problem. I said, 440,000. The buyer brings 100 grand. That's 340,000 left over. 6% interest is $20,368 in interest. Year 1, year 2, year 3. There's your 60 grand. There's your 500. You see what I just did? I'm doing it really quickly with you, right? And I showed her. We're selling it for 440. We're doing 100,000 down seller finance at 6%. We're going to make her 20,000 each year for interest. That's the 500 grand she asked for. Yes. After all that, John, after she said she wanted, you know what she told me after I listed it later on in the day? You know what she told me? If somebody offers me cash, Joey, I'll take less. She said that. I didn't even ask her that. I didn't even ask her that. Right? Do you think agents have talked to her that way? Do you think agents talk to her that way? Or you think the agent's going to say, 500,000 is not too much. I can't get you more than like maybe 440. I'm asking you a question. Do you think people talk to her that way?
No, they probably just don't present any extra options.
When somebody says they want more money, don't say you can't get him more money. Figure out a way to get him more money. That's Paul. You will never be replaced if you care enough about your client. You'll never be replaced. I'm telling you right now, you won't, because you bring so much value. Do you think she's going to have an issue paying me my commission? Say no. She's not going to have a problem. Right? Is this helping all? Be really, really clear. I want you to understand. So I want to do some role play today, but I want to do some role play about how's the market. I want to do some role play about that. You guys okay with that?
Do you have a video on that?
Video on what?
On this conversation? Because
I have,
you
I
know,
have a full training platform called the Real Estate Training Network, John. I got hundreds of hours worth of training that I've done. So I never have to teach it again. I'm getting you fired up, John.
I know you are.
Okay, so check it out. Let's do this role play. I want to get this stuff mastered. Because the script, Kim, is all about you getting to this part of the conversation. Yes or no?
Yes.
The script is all about you teeing everything up, putting the ball on the tee, and getting ready to swing the club. And you're setting yourself up. You're the right person to swing the club. You're the right person. You have to believe you're the right person. You have to be okay with not getting the business. But you have to be clearly understand how to articulate how's the market, is it a good time to sell, or is it a good time to buy? A lot of times, they don't even ask me that. They won't ask me that question. I'll say, hey, you know what I'll do in the middle of my listing presentation? So let me ask you a question, Paul. What have you heard about the market? Right? And they'll say, well, I hear it's not this, it's not that. Okay, great, awesome. Where'd you get that from? Okay, perfect. And then what do? Well, I'm going to go over the market with you right now, so you have a clear idea. Now, my opinion. So, based on where we're at right now, and I just jump right into it. This is right now we're at.
Where are you getting that data?
It's
with the
called.
chart?
It's a 3-letter acronym. MLS, Multiple Listing Service.
Okay.
It's included in my dues.
Okay.
So and I go over it all before I do my listing presentation. I go over it all. Right now we have about 4 months worth of inventory. 4 months worth of inventory. Don't you think you need to know that when you get on the phones, Paul? I told you guys this before. You should know your numbers during your calls. Things are not selling right now. Great. Appreciate that. I'm just curious. Are you familiar? Excuse me. Are you familiar that there was actually 900 sales in your area in the last 6 months? There was. Great. Got to figure out why. So, how's the market? So, who wants to go first? Paul, how's the market?
Man, the market is doing really great right now. I mean, which area are you focused in? Are you selling something?
You know what? Well, I mean, right now, I mean, you're calling me about my home, but nothing's selling. So, tell me how the market's going.
Right now there is a lot of great opportunities available. You hear all the uncertainty that's around, maybe some of the downs in the stock market right now. What that really means, though, is that helps the mortgage rates. So you get a lot more buyers coming into the market, and there's a lot more opportunities. Did you mention which you were focused on, selling or buying?
Yeah, great. Kim, how's the market?
Are you looking to buy, sell, or invest?
Buy, sell, or invest. Perfect. Okay. Well, right now, I mean, you call me because I'm selling my home. How's the market?
The market has been great lately. In the last month, we have seen more inventory go on, and homes have been going pending within 4 to 7 days on most of our listings. We've had about 22 listings go live in the last month, and 18 of them are pending. So I would say, Joey, that the market is super strong right now, and I think it's going to be strong for probably I think it's super strong right now.
Got it. Got it. John, how's the market?
Well, it depends if you're a buyer, seller, or investor. I know I just called you, but you know, your house should have sold. According to the numbers, there are 73 homes in your market that sold recently. And it looks like, according to a friend of mine, sales are jumping off.
Got it. Amber, how's the market?
How is the market? Yes, great question. Well, are you looking to buy, sell, or invest right now?
Right now, I'm looking to sell my home. Is it the right time to sell?
Sell your home. Yes, now is a great time to sell because as far as our market, we have 20 homes uh, that sold within the last. That whatever the amount is. How soon would you like to get your home sold?
Well, you know what? I mean, right now the market is just, I mean, I haven't experienced, they're not selling. I mean, it's because the interest rates. Now, wait, pause. Did any of you guys address what's really going on in the market?
No.
No, Paul did a tiny bit, but no.
Okay, guys, you got to address what's going on in the market.
Okay.
Got to address what's going on in the market.
Talk about tariffs.
No, you got to talk. No, here, ask me how the market is. Somebody.
How's the market?
Joey, how's the market?
You know what? It depends. Are you looking to buy, sell, or invest? Tell me you're looking to sell.
I'm looking to sell.
Okay, great, great. Yeah, so we just right now, Kim, we're starting to notice that we got a lot more inventory coming on the market. We're expecting more in June. So tell me a little bit about why you want to sell.
We want to move to Tennessee, and we tried to sell last year. The realtor, it just didn't go through, and so yeah, we want to get to Tennessee, but we're a little bit leery right now with everything going on in
Sure.
the world.
Sure, absolutely, Kim. And you know what? Right now, you're in the Manteca area, and right now there's about 4 months worth of supply in the market right now. So the buyers have a lot of choices.
Mm.
Buyers have a lot of choices, but for those people that are motivated and realistic in their pricing, we're selling their homes. We're putting their homes in contract in under 2 weeks. It's exciting.
Nice.
Have you ever heard the term, Kim, that people make money when they buy and not when they sell?
Um, no, can you explain that to me?
Yeah, so the goal really is you make your money when you buy, not when you sell. So the fact that there's a lot more inventory, we're able to get a great price for your home now, but in the purchase, you're going to have some choices. And that's where we can negotiate and get you the best possible price.
Nice.
Does that make sense? You make money in real estate when you buy and not when you sell. Looks like you bought your home back in 2002. Do you remember what you paid for it?
2002, I paid $230,000.
Wow, wow. And what do you owe on it now?
240.
240. You owe 240 and it's worth 600. So let me ask you a question. Are you wanting to put all that gain into your next purchase?
No.
No, you're going to take a portion of it?
Yeah.
Good
Save
for
it.
you. Good for you. It sounds like you've made some really good financial decisions, Kim.
Nice.
Yeah. So let's do this. Let's get together for about 30 minutes. Let me give you a clear idea as far as why your property hasn't sold. Let me share with you what we do right now to help sellers like you get their money out of the market. Because I'm going to tell you something, Kim. We're approaching June and July, and I anticipate our inventory to at least go up 25% in the next couple months. So our goal with our sellers that we're talking to right now, if you want to sell within the next 2 to 3 years, get out now before inventory begins to rise. It's not bad news, Kim. It's news. It's news, Kim.
Mm. Okay, are we done?
Yeah.
Okay, that was good. That was really good. So say that last part. Okay, so I was in the store, so I couldn't really talk, but I did get an appointment off of cold calling for tomorrow. And so I'm excited. I'm a bit nervous because I don't know if I've been on a cold listing appointment ever. So so I ran all my data. The situation is they did have it listed with another realtor. I actually know the realtor. And they didn't get it sold last year. They were in contract. And anyways, long story short, say the last part that you said again. So when I meet with them tomorrow, I know that they're not so much interested in the marketing that I'm bringing, because they're like, we know that our home was in contract for 600 before, yada yada yada. What was the last thing you said that I need to say so I can help them make a decision to sell it now before more inventory comes on?
Okay. So what we're talking about right now, we're talking about building urgency.
Okay.
That's what we're talking about. But let me ask you a question. Do you believe what I said?
That more inventory is coming?
Do you believe what I said? Or do you think
Yeah.
I'm trying to get something out of you?
I believe what you said.
Okay. So you got to believe it first. So Kim, what we're telling sellers right now that are interested in selling their home in the next 1 to 3 years, that it's absolutely crucial to get your money out of the market now. We're anticipating June and July inventory to go up to 25%. Up to being integrity, up to 25%. Because a lot of people are waiting for the kids to get out of school and so on and so on. Okay? Is this
Okay.
helping? Is this helping? But I do this all the time. Okay, I'll give you an example. I had a guy that wanted to sell his home, the one in Gaul, Kim. Wife needs to have her back surgery before we go to Florida. Great. So when's that going to happen? It's going to happen in April. And her recovery time could be 4 months. I said, can I tell you something? He goes, yeah. I said, absolutely. I really believe we're going to have a completely different conversation in the next 4 months. The bottom line is we've been going up since 2011, John. Are you aware of that?
No.
Yeah, from 2011 and 2012, we had a 25% increase. So we've been going up since 2011, and we now are in 2025. We've been going up for a long time. Would you agree? And so we are anticipating a continued correction in the market right now because rates are high, affordability is through the roof right now. A lot of people can't afford homes. So we are anticipating a correction. Paul, first, do you anticipate a correction?
I'm sorry, I was still lost in my thoughts. No, I don't.
You're not anticipating.
No,
John,
no,
are you
that big.
anticipating a correction in the market?
No, but I have a question.
No, wait. Hold on. Before you go there. Kim, are you anticipating a correction in the market, meaning prices are going to get softer, is what I mean.
Yeah, yes. They
Okay.
have to.
Okay. Amber, are you anticipating a correction?
Yes, we're anticipating a correction.
Guys, Mark, John, Paul, look at your markets. Look at them. Look at them. See where they're at. See where they're at. I'm anticipating a correction because the market is telling me. This is telling me. It's not my opinion. John, I can't tell you how important it is for you to not share your opinion, guys. Look at the numbers. Is there more inventory now than there was last year? Say yes. Right? It's there. Right? The market, these are the days on market are going up. Yes? Yes?
Days on market right now are going up.
Days on market, how long it takes to sell a home. Absolutely. You know why, Mr. and Mrs. Seller? You see this line down here, Mr. and Mrs. Seller? See this line up here? The line up here represents what people are asking. The line down here is recognizing what they're getting. Do you see the gap?
Yeah.
The reason why we're having a lot of inventory, the reason why there's a lot of inventory on the market is a lot of sellers are working with agents that are not experienced and they're not pricing the properties properly. Do you see that?
Where do you get that from?
It's just
But Joey,
Guys,
I gotta figure out how to.
I will show you how to do this.
Okay, thank
But
you.
from this
Because
point,
I know how to do MLS. I never.
I'm
seen
going to
the
show you how
graph
to
like
do
that.
it. I'm going to show you how to do it. But guys, listen to me. This is so important.
Yeah.
You are missing the boat right now in your business. You are missing the freaking boat. If you don't know how to pull numbers and you don't know how to interpret numbers, I'm not putting you down. There's a reason why we haven't role played yet, because this is so important that you're having that conversation and you're flowing through it really fluidly. I have no problem. I listed the house in Manteca. Can I tell you something? I have no doubt in my mind that I priced it correctly. The one in Galt, I have no doubt in my mind that I priced it correctly. No doubt in my mind. I completely understand. So, Paul, if you want to make Galt an area that you're going to prospect, you better know Galt like the back of your freaking hand. You better know how many homes are on the market, how long it takes to sell. You need to know it all. That's why it's so important, Kim. You're a rock star in Elk Grove. You need to know Elk Grove backwards and forward. Backwards and forward. You need to know how many homes on the market. You need to know how many homes are in that price range that you're calling on. You need to know all that stuff. That's part of the appointment tomorrow, Kim. Part of the appointment tomorrow. Hey, I'm so glad you had me out here today.
Okay.
Great. What have you heard about the market? First thing you want to ask them, what have you heard about the market?
Okay.
Then after that, you want to say, well, our friend Zillow says your property's worth this. Here's the good news. Zillow's pretty accurate. Based on their numbers right here, they say they're going to get about $248 a square foot. So when I did the numbers, it's pretty accurate. But the only problem with that right now is it's not taking into consideration the fact that right now that there is 29 homes that you're competing with. And then I stopped. 29 homes you're competing with. Well, tell me more about that, Joey. Your price of your home is going to fall between 7 and 750. I ran some numbers between 700,000 and 800,000. There's 27 choices. You need to be in the top 2 choices to win. What does that mean? Every buyer that buys a home between 7 and 800,000, they walk through your home, Kim, before they make a decision. Is my opinion anywhere in that? Do you believe that everybody who buys a home between 700,000 and 800,000 needs to walk through your home before they buy or sell? This is a question.
Yes, that's good.
It is so important. I cannot believe this is recorded. So for those of you watching at home, make sure you know how to run market stats. I love these people here. I'm not putting them down. They know my heart for them, but I'm giving them a hard time. So since you're watching at home, you don't have to admit that you don't know how to do it. But yeah, we're gonna run through it right now. Boom, you guys are laughing at me. Okay.
It's
You ready for this rock solid, incredible presentation I'm about to go over right now?
it's right next to the main button that we want to use on the
Boom.
MLS.
Here it is. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Yes? Okay. Go right here. You go on MLS, and then you go to trends. You see trends right here? Yes? Boom. Go to trends.
Right.
Go right here. You can go MLS, you can go community, or you can go zip code, or you can go. So let's use where's your listing? Where's your listing?
Rockland.
Rockland. Perfect. So we'll go to Rockland, and then we're gonna go here to Rockland. Go to
Oh,
right here.
trends. I always go searches. Okay, so trends. Okay.
No, this is stats. This is stats.
Okay.
Okay, so now we're just going to do Rockland, right? Then you're going to
Okay.
come here like this, and then you're going to come down here like this, and then you're going to hit show chart. Show chart. Boom. Okay. And then after you show chart, here's the market.
Joey, I think your screen may be frozen. You're still
Yeah, I'm not
first
seeing
screen
show
of the
chart.
MLS.
Can you see me moving around?
Oh, we see you. I mean, the share screen part seems to be frozen.
Okay, hold on. Can you see that? Wait.
It's buffering.
Oh, that's weird. I've been having so much problem with my internet, guys, and I'm just irritated about it, to be honest with you. I don't know why it's not working. It's irritating me.
Might be able to figure that out now though. So you went up to trends, search trends.
Hold on. Let me do that again. Hold on. Let me do that again. Okay. Why is it doing that? Are you able to see the trends?
No, all we're seeing is buffering.
Okay, hold on. Boom. And then boom. Now, yeah. Okay. I'm gonna try this one more time, guys. Let's try this one more time. So we're gonna go here. There it is. See it?
There we go. Yep.
Okay.
Got it.
So here's Rockland. So I ask him about the market, right? Ask him about the market. What have you heard about the market? Blah, 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 blah. Great. Perfect. Let me go over the market with you. So here, right here, this is for sale and sold. I call this supply and demand, Kim. Okay. So here's the demand. So as of March of last month, right? It shows right here, there was a little bit over 60 homes that sold. Do you see that, John? A little over 60 homes. Look how many were on the market. About 115. You see that? 112, 115. So if you're 115, 112, and you're about 60, so we got about 2 months of inventory. Do you see that?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's that part of it there. Okay. And then here's the price per square foot on average. People are getting, hold on one second here. Show the numbers. Hold on. Let me go back to that again. For sale, here, you got 58 solds last month, 112 on the market. You see that?
Mm-hmm.
See how that's about 2 months worth of inventory? You go here, I talk about this in my 8-week listing success course that I put together, just so you know. I dive all into this. $350 a square foot is on average what people are getting. Right? Average days on market is 35. Do you see that, Kim?
Yeah.
You know what? You know why that's
Oh, good. I'm so glad you showed us this because I didn't have any of this for tomorrow. I mean,
guys, you listen. I want you guys to hear this really quickly. And I mean this with so much love in my heart for you guys. You guys all know how to sell homes, and you haven't even done this. Imagine how better your pricing is going to get when you do this. I'm asking you, you think it's going to get better?
yep.
Yeah, hell yeah. Because my opinion doesn't, you see why my opinion doesn't matter? Right?
What's that script again?
Hey, just so you know, before I go over these numbers, Kim, my opinion doesn't matter. What matters is what the market is telling us, John. So I want to go over the numbers we're right now, and then together we're going to put our minds together as far as what we're going to do to cause your home to sell this time. I'm assuming you want to sell it, not list it, correct? You're interested in selling it, not just listing it. Perfect.
Selling it, not
Here,
listing.
here's the reason why we got a lot of right, why there's so much inventory, John. You see, this is what people are asking. You see the green line right here?
Yeah.
And this is what they're getting.
Oh,
That's the challenge, John. That's what we're working against right now, John. Can I tell you the two biggest enemies we have right now is inventory and interest rates.
Hmm.
Guess what? We can't control rates, but we can't control inventory, can we?
No.
However, we're presuming we're going to have up to a 25% increase comes June and July. Now, let me ask you a question. Do you think knowing this is going to make it easier for your prospect? Yes or no?
yes.
You guys
Yeah.
got to know the numbers, man. You got to know the numbers. You got to know the numbers. Because if they don't want to hear this shit, then guess what? You probably should not go on the appointment. You probably should not go on the appointment. Well, that's absurd, Joey. No, Amber understands this. We were coached by the same folks years ago. It's not about going on the appointment. You're not going to motivate the unmotivated. Months of inventory. Boom, right there. Look at that. Last January was last March is right here was 1.5. Do you see that? And now it's 1.8. Last February was, I would probably use February as a better example. February was 1.6, and then February is 2.6. Because let's face it, everything that's sold in February is from January, yes or no?
Yes.
Everything that's sold in March is from February, yes or no?
Yep.
Yes.
Is this helping?
Yeah,
Right?
Okay.
this is great. This is a good format, or I don't know. Helps a lot to concrete my thoughts.
Yeah. And then, so just knowing all this stuff is really important. I didn't plan on talking about any of this, to be honest with you. But you know what? I'm prayed up, right? So I know that things happen where they need to happen because right now, the four of you mean so much to me. I want to move the needle for you guys. I want to move the needle for you guys. So
Thank you. We appreciate you.
it's
Yes, for sure.
understanding. You have to acknowledge the market is not great right now, guys. The market is not great right now. It's not. If you tell them the market's great, they're going to want a great price. Is the market great right now? The market is not great right now. Don't say the market's great right now because it's not great right now. But I got to be honest with you, Paul, this isn't bad news. This is news. This is news. Because if you're selling it,
So when you're getting that question, Joey, what it was your response again? How's the market?
hey, just depends. Are you looking to buy, sell, or invest?
Okay.
I'm looking at selling. Great. So what's important about the move? Well, you know what? Honestly, my wife's knees are bad right now, and she has a really hard time going upstairs. Great. Okay, no, not great, but okay, she's having a hard time going upstairs. So you actually want to sell something because it's one store? Yeah, our kids. I mean, we're kind of empty nesters. Okay, perfect. So let's look at this a little bit. So you're looking at downsizing. Great, perfect. Where are you looking at buying at? Well, I want to go to Tennessee. Okay, perfect. Have you began to look at homes in Tennessee? Great thing about Tennessee is you're buying in a lower market. So you're selling in a higher market, buying in a lower market. Have you ever heard the adage, Kim, that you actually buy when you make money when you buy and not when you sell?
No, I've never heard that before.
Okay, perfect. So, right now, I mean, how much did you buy this house for? 240,000. It's worth 550. So guess what I just do right there, John? I just told her she made money. Yes or no?
Yes.
I just told her she made a good decision. Yes or no?
Yes.
You have to compliment people's decisions that they made before you so you can prime them to make new decisions with you. Did you catch that?
Yeah.
You like that, John. I see that smile on your face. You got to compliment people for decisions they made before you because you primed them to make new decisions with you. You made bad decisions. Well, thank you for letting that. I'm ready to make another one with you. No, right? But this is all part of prospecting. This is all part of prospecting. You work your ass off to get this appointment, but if you can't close at the end, do you think I'm confident about my ability to close?
Yes.
Not because I'm any better than you guys, it's because I've been doing it longer. I've been doing it longer. And I've mastered the art of pricing. I've mastered the art of delivering information. I was telling my family member, he's like, Joey, it's okay. I'm never going to sell real estate. I said, you know what? You probably won't sell real estate. But when you work with me, I want you to know more. I want you to know more information than most real estate agents want you to know. Because if I can teach you exactly what's going on in the market, you know what I'm really doing for you is I'm educating you to make good business decisions. No, I don't want it. I don't want to know anything. I want to make bad decisions. Right? I'm educating you so you can make good decisions. John's even writing that one down. He's fired up. I'm educating you so you can make good decisions. I know you're hoping to get more money than that. I know you're hoping to get over 600,000. But you see the property on the market right there at 600,000 and they still haven't sold. So that's telling you and I that 600,000 is too much. Would you agree? It is telling you that 600,000, not me, it. You want to get mad at somebody, get mad at it. Don't get mad at me, right? When you understand that part of it, prospecting becomes fun. It becomes exciting. The art of prospecting is to set appointments. And then you go in there and you pre-qual the appointments. You go through the pre-qual stage of the appointment, right? That's an important part of it as well. I get so fired up, guys. You have no idea how excited I get.
You blew my mind.
Let me show you one more thing, and then come on, Kim. I know you got something. Kim, are you there?
Am I muted or no?
No, you're not.
Now
Okay,
you're back.
so here's the script I used to use when I train. This is the pre-crawl script right here. This is what you do before you go out to an appointment. Okay, I'm gonna go over this really quickly. And then hold on a second here. Oh shoot, what is that happening right here? Boom. Just type in pre-qual script Mike Ferry. Pre-qual script Mike Ferry. Before I come out, there's a number of questions I need to ask you, okay? Great. So here it is, Kim. When I come out tomorrow, Kim, if what I say makes sense and you feel comfortable and confident that I can sell your home, are you planning on listing your home with me when I come out?
Well, if it makes sense, Joey, I mean, I want to see what you're about. We just had two really bad experiences with
Oh,
two
no,
other agents. So
absolutely, Kim. Absolutely. But if what I say makes sense and you feel comfortable and confident that I can get it done, you will move forward?
yeah, I believe so.
Okay. Are you planning on interviewing more than one agent for the job of selling your home?
Yes, we're definitely interviewing a few agents after last time.
Good for you. Who else are you interviewing? Get an idea who else they're interviewing. Next. So tell me
Okay.
again, where are you moving to? LA. Perfect. Oh, that's right. You said you're moving to LA because you want to get closer to your mom. Perfect. That's great. Now, how soon did you want to be in LA? So you're repeating what you said during the expired call. You see what I'm saying? You're repeating.
Sorry.
Now, here's another one. When I see you, how much do you want to list your home for? And then you a little comma, you put realistically. Realistically. As a professional real estate agent, I study homes and prices every day. Therefore, I assume you'll list with me at a price that would cause your home to sell. Correct?
Mm-hmm.
So, what price won't you go below? Boom. 500,000. I won't go below 490. Perfect. I asked you one question. You went from 500 to 490. I'm looking at the numbers and I'm telling you, you're probably going to get 460. I mean, in my mind, I'm thinking that when I get there, right? Getting my arsenal together, go and do all my numbers. You do this before you do your numbers. You do this before you do your numbers, right?
So when I call them to confirm the appointment today, should I do this? Like, I didn't plan on doing this at all.
Kim, where's the appointment, Kim? She's scared. Where's the appointment?
Rockland.
Yeah. Kim, it's up to you. It's up to you.
Okay.
I really feel you should get some questions answered.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I think you should know, hey, if what I make sense, when I come out, for what it makes sense and you feel comfortable and confident, Kim, that I can sell your home. Are you planning on listing your home with me? If you feel
Okay.
comfortable and confident.
Comfortable
If
and
you feel
confident.
and slow it down. Slow it
Okay.
down. So Kim, I have to ask you, what does it make sense tomorrow when I come out and you feel comfortable and confident that I can sell your home? Are you planning on listing your home with me? Kim, do you want to know whether or not they want to list it with you, or do you want to just know whether or not you're just going out there? We just want to meet you. We just want to learn more about Kim. Well, I can send you some information about.
Yeah. Right.
I'm asking, do you want to go out there? Let me ask you a question. Do you want to go out there if they're not planning on listing their home with you tomorrow?
No.
Well, I mean, we just met you. We don't know. Hey, you know what? I understand. I understand. So what I'm saying is when I go out there and I present the market and I share with you what we do to sell homes, if you are convinced in that moment that I can sell your home, are you planning on listing with me is all I'm saying. You don't ask them the same way. Don't ask the same freaking question twice. It irritates the heck out of me when a salesperson does that, right? Because you're not going to change somebody's mind. Catch this. You're not going to change somebody's mind, but you're going to get them to make a new decision based on new information.
Right.
Yeah. Right. So don't ask the same way. Right. So, so how much do you own the property? Have you ever thought about selling it yourself? I can be honest with you, I've never really even asked that question. I don't like asking that question. Um,
Okay.
Will you help finance the home for a buyer or do you want cash out? It's another question you could ask. Will you please, I'm looking at your home on the market. I'm looking at your home on the market, right? So I see some, but will you describe your home in more detail, basically what I'm seeing? Tell me a little bit about some of the positives that I might not know of. Boom, boom. Okay, okay, great. Okay, great. Plantation shutters. Okay, great. Oh, okay, okay. Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, wow, that's a lot of, it sounds like a nice home, Paul. So you told me a lot about the positive things about your home. Let me ask you, what negative things can you tell me about your home that might have an effect on the value? What negative things? You're going to get a recording from this. What negative things can you tell me about your home that might have an effect on the value? Well, we do have some power lines behind us. Okay. We are in a busy street behind us. Okay. We do have a halfway house next door to us. Okay. Right? Whatever. My wife seen me do this. My wife seen me do this, right? And then I'll be sending over a package of information. I know you should send it over. I'm guilty. I haven't always sent it over. I'm just being honest with you. Do you have any questions before I arrive? How much you charge? Answer the question.
That's a perfect question and a great reason why I need to show you in person. Blah blah blah.
Perfect, perfect.
I'll
I'm
be
gonna
the
make
first
a little, I'll
thing
make a
to
little
say
tweak.
goodbye.
That's a great question, Paul. That I'm gonna make a little tweak because now you got the appointment already. That's a great question, Paul. And that's the first thing we're gonna talk about when I come out. That's the answer. That's a great question. Okay.
Yeah.
And I only spent 100,000 to learn all this stuff. So I hope you guys are okay with the price that you're paying. You know, so you know, our meetings should take anywhere from 5 to my coach. He's like 5 to 25 minutes because he has a 1-minute presentation. He asks like 3 questions and then he goes for the close. I just not there yet. He calls it the 1-minute presentation and he literally closes. And I'm not there yet. I don't have the I'll let you guys fill in the blanks. Questions on that? Questions? Questions?
That was really good. I like the tweak when you have the appointment already.
Yep, really good. I will keep you guys all posted tomorrow. What time am I meeting? 3 o'clock. So special prayers at 3 o'clock that I go get this listing.
Okay.
Kim's a beast.
Kim,
Yes,
what time is the appointment?
3.
Okay, got it. Got it.
Yep.
I'm
So
excited for you, Kim.
I'm excited too.
You know,
We were on the phone for a good 30 minutes just off of that cold call. So
so yeah, it would be okay. It would be okay to scratch your head, say, hey, I did some research. I want to ask you a couple questions. You know, I see a lot of the positive things about your home. Is there anything else I should know about in your home right now? Any more positive than what I'm looking at? And then have them listen.
okay.
And then great.
Okay.
Told me a lot about the good things. Let me ask you a question. Is there any negative things about your property that might have an effect on the value? Ask him that question. Do you want to know that? The flooring needs to be changed. I got dogs. It smells like cat piss. You know,
Right.
you need to know that, right?
Right.
I'm telling you, I told my coach a long time ago. He's walking up with us, and I said, you know, I got to tell you, Mike, I've had a lot of arguments with you. You weren't even in the room, and you won every one of them. Literally, because that pre-call script is really, really powerful. Okay,
Okay.
I got 2 minutes. Questions?
I think I'm good. I'm in Redwood City today getting ready to sell my parents' house. So this is gonna be a ride. It's gonna be a ride, but
Well,
it's gonna be all good.
if you feel overwhelmed and you want me to list it for you, I'll even give you a 50% referral.
I
Matter of
know
fact,
you will.
I'll give you a 75%. San Mateo, I'll give you 75%. Well, final answer. I'll give you 80%. 80%. I'm still making 20K. I'll still make 20K.
Right.
I'll do open houses for that.
Right.
And then I'll just go to Half Moon Bay when I'm done.
Right.
You know?
Right.
So awesome.
All right,
guys.
guys. Thank you. Have a good day.
I know it was
Thank you,
unconventional.
Joey.
You guys enjoyed it. Okay. God bless you guys. Take care.
All right. Bye-bye.
Go.